ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to welcome you all to Poly Theater, the Montague Monologues. Tonight's performances are in honor of Miss Montague, who at this time is again hospitalized. So we hope that we do her justice for everything that the students have learned, what I have learned as kind of her protege. The students that are on stage tonight were the same students that were chosen to be UIL performers, but due to circumstances beyond all of our controls, there was no UIL performance. These students chose to continue on with their performances as a monologue and selected different monologues, but they chose to continue on and not quit, which is Miss Montague's rule and one of her favorite things. They worked independently. They worked very hard. They even worked when there was no adult supervision. You did work, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm very, 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 very proud to be here with these kids. They are awesome, and I really hope you enjoy our program. I ask that you silence your cell phones. We are videotaping this for Miss Montague. Come on in. So if you could please be respectful so that Miss Montague can enjoy this as much as we are able to here in person. And thank you very much. And I'm turning it over to the kids.
I was 20 years old and still living at home. Half of my friends are already divorced and I'm still living at home. So I told my parents I was moving out. You can't imagine the screaming and the yelling. My father was all like, "You're breaking your mother's heart." And my mother was all like, "What's wrong? What did we do?" And next thing I knew, we were arguing. And I told them they were crazy, and they told me I had no respect. And all of a sudden, I was on the street with my suitcase with nowhere to go. And then evening came, and I still had nowhere to go. So I waited till it was past my parents' bedtime, snuck in, set the alarm for 6 in the morning, slept on top of the bed sheets, and snuck out the next morning. I've been living that way for 2 months now. I sneak in every night, sneak out every morning. And every day, I call my parents from the drugstore. They cry, they want me to come home, but of course, I always say no. I'll never give up my independence.
I think lunchtime is about one of the worst times of day for me. Always sitting here alone. Sometimes mornings aren't so pleasant either. Waking up and wondering if anyone would really miss me if I never woke up again. And then come the evenings, lying in bed and thinking about all those stupid things I've done all day. Oh, but then there are the hours in between where I actually do those stupid things. Well, I guess I better see what else I've got. Peanut butter. Some psychiatrists say that those who eat peanut butter sandwiches are lonely. I guess they're right. And if you're really lonely, the peanut butter gets stuck to the roof of your mouth. There's that cute little red-haired girl sitting there eating lunch all by herself. I wonder what she would do if I stood up and asked her if I could sit and have lunch with her. She'd probably laugh at my face. It's hard on a face when it gets laughed in. There's an empty space right next to her. There's no reason why I couldn't just ask her if I could sit and have lunch with her. I could do that right now. All I have to do is stand up. I'm standing up. I'm sitting down. I'm a coward. I'm so much of a coward that she wouldn't even look at me. In fact, she hardly ever does look at me. Why shouldn't she look at me? Is there a reason for her not to look at me? Is she so great, and am I so small that she can't even spare one moment? She's looking at me? She's looking at me!
He was terribly sweet and good looking, but kind of adolescent. You know what I mean? When we met, it was like fireworks. Every day seemed like the 4th of July. And the next thing I knew, there we were, standing in front of the Justice of the Peace, getting married. It's been only 2 or 3 months, and we're getting married? And then I hear the words, "Do you, Jill, take Jack as your lawful wedded husband?" Ugh, can you imagine going through life as Jack and Jill? And all of a sudden, it's not even a wedding anymore. It's more like a funeral service. And there I am, being buried alive. I wanted to scream, go running out into the night, but I couldn't. It was 10 o'clock in the morning. And well, you can't go running out at 10 o'clock in the morning. So instead, I passed out. If only I fainted before I said, "I do."
Do you know what I intend? I intend to be a queen. When I grow up, I'm going to be the biggest queen there ever was. And I'll live in a big palace, and when I go out my coach, all the people will wave, and I will shout at them. And in the summertime, I will go down to my summer palace and wear my crown and swimming and everything.
But you can't be a queen.
What do you mean I can't be a queen? Nobody should be kept from being a queen if she wants to be. If she wants to be one, it's only just a matter of knowing the right people. Well, if I can't be a queen, then I'll be very rich, and I'll buy myself a queendom. Yes, a queendom. And I'll kick out the old queen and take over the whole operation myself. I will be head queen.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that was fast, easy, quick. And I'd like our stars to come out, take a bow. Woo! Thank you very much. I'd like to remind you to all stay this evening at 5:30 in the auditorium as a continuation of fine arts performances. The band, the dance team, who else is there? Mariachis, our award-winning mariachis, and they will be performing, and the choir in the auditorium. So the fun continues. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate it very much.
Where's my phone?
Are we going back? Finish this put everything in the office. All you need is...
Thank you.